yes, Atul, I would like to welcome you on my channel, Sweta's English Lifestyle. Thank you so much for joining me today for second time, I think, after a long time.
Yes, have you remember?
Yes, of course, why not? After talking one time, I remember entire life, I would say.
Okay, so great. I mean, I thought like you have forgotten.
No,
You
no,
have
I haven't
forgotten.
forgotten.
Okay, thank you so much for once again connecting with me. Literally,
Yeah.
after a very long time, I'm having a conversation with somebody, and you are the very first one after a very long time. So I'm literally very
Okay.
excited and like very energetic for that. Thank you.
Okay. So I would like to ask you, how have you been doing? Because long time that you connected with me, and what are the things happening in your life? So please let me know.
Yes, currently, as I told you, like I'm working as a teacher, like teaching English in
Mm-hmm.
like maybe that when I connected with you that time I wasn't before that I was working, but I just took a 1 year gap in between. But again, I have resumed my like teaching service, and there also it's going to be recently it's just going to be 1 year, and it's going pretty
Okay.
well. It's going pretty well, and I have also improved a lot over the year when it comes to this
Mm-hmm.
language and I mean so many other way
Great.
like student talking with them and understanding
Mm.
the nuances of life. So yeah, been a pretty
Yeah,
good experience.
exactly.
So how
Mm-hmm.
about
Great to
you?
know. Great to know.
Thank you. And how's been your journey so far? Like what all sort of milestone you have achieved so far? I mean, I'm also curious to know about that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that I would say it's amazing. Always, I'm grateful for this because I'm quite passionate towards this language. So, what I wanted to do in my college time, I am doing it still, and I achieved many things which I didn't imagine in my college time. But yes, I had a dream, or like I was thinking that I would do so many things in future. So, but I didn't know that it can be also real, right? But yes, I was thinking that I would love to do so many things in my future. And I wanted to become fluent. I wanted to teach a lot of people on online and offline. So I was thinking that is it possible or not in my life? But yes, I did that. So I feel amazing, grateful for that. And also, I didn't know that I would be able to,
Okay.
featured in newspapers or giving interviews and all. So I did it. So I feel so grateful for that. Giving interview, then getting featured on newspapers. So that was a really great moment for me. So these are the things I achieved, and I feel it is amazing in my life to do that. And also, I teach on offline,
Okay.
so
Were you
people are
giving
learning
interview or
English.
like you to interview? I mean,
Hello, you are not visible to me right now. Yeah, so I was saying that in this way it is going on,
mm,
trying some activities, doing some workshop also in my locality. I tried. These are quite new things for me, and it was dream for me to do. So now I'm doing so. I feel that yes, something that I am doing here in this rural area. I feel grateful, and I every day make videos, so I also feel happy for that.
I mean, I literally your work is inspiring for a lot of people and for me as well. Like being not a very I'll say that metropolitan city as such, but being in that
Mhm.
part and doing such a marvelous thing. So literally that's applaudable and remarkable thing that you're doing.
Thank you so much. So
So
here it's like rural area. I would say some difficulties we face like network issues and also lack of facilities, a lot of things. But I did some challenges for my life. I took action for doing something extra or unique in my area. Nobody does this kind of things. I don't want to say that, okay, I am doing so, I'm telling you. No, this is like completely unique, and people cannot believe me. Many people don't know that I am doing in this way. I took a rented apartment to learn, to improve, to help people to make videos to come on YouTube. So this is the situation I have created, an environment. So I live in two places, completely rural area where I don't get like internet or internet I get, but network issues. I cannot conduct session. So that's why I stay here and I do everything. So two places I'm staying and doing a lot of things, hard work and all.
that's good, literally. So I am just curious to know, like, how, like, as you said that there's a lack of resources and you took rented apartments or rented place. So how did you
Hmm.
manage like finances and all? Like, uh, did you somehow gather money for that, or like how did you get that?
Again, Atul, I would say like for that, I don't want to say that, oh, I am doing this kind of things by myself. But I can tell you that like when I started my journey completely from the scratch, okay, I completed my graduation. And after completing my graduation, I thought of coming on YouTube, starting my new journey, doing something online because I know in this area what else I can do. I didn't know that time. Actually, I wanted to do something, so I realized that online platform is quite good for me to come. Right. So I told my parents and my sister, and they were ready for me also that she can stay in rented apartment so that she can do something, she can learn, she can start her journey to do something. They didn't know that I would do this kind of things, right? But yes, I took risk, challenges, and I came alone from the scratch. And also, I wanted to do my by myself, by myself to see this room and to stay alone and also I would say expenses whatever I have, so I wanted to do by myself. Okay, I wanted to survive myself, so that's why I took challenges and I came here and I did from the scratch, but I started earning on offline to teach classes, like I would say taking classes to students, because as I have told you also maybe in first session that I learned English language in my college time. So in my college time I learned and I was thinking to start teaching. So once I completed my college, I began my teaching journey. For that I stayed here in this rented apartment, and I didn't know that I also would be a YouTuber in future, but I did that. I took a risk, I would say. By teaching offline I was paying everything. Yeah, that is how.
Yeah. So, I mean, to be very honest, like, although I'm teaching, but still I'm not satisfied with my thing. Like, I mean, I guess I told you that time also that I do think that I have all the potential credentials, but still
Hmm.
somewhere maybe I'm lacking. And although I also started my YouTube that time only, but still only three videos are there only, and I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't do anything and didn't do anything. Even that time also I told you for that. So
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
so still I'm missing those all the things. And then I
Hmm.
thought to I'm actually I have followed you so on like I guess WhatsApp I got something your videos like turn up there. So I took and there
Mm-hmm.
I also messaged you by like email, and then from your YouTube only I got your number also. That's how I called you today itself. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how. So I was looking somebody because earlier I guess we were there on Skype, Skype,
Mm-hmm.
Skype. Sorry, yeah, Skype. So but
Type,
now it's
yes.
no more, and there was a lot of community. Over there. Yeah, there was a community. So but that is not now. That app is not available. So I
Mm-hmm.
was not getting people also. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, actually, you are not that consistent. Maybe for that reason it is happening. But you need to be consistent, and you need to do constantly, okay? And you need to meet with people. Extra effort you need to put here. So effortlessly we cannot do this kind of work. On online, making yourself independent or like making yourself visible on internet, it is not that easy. Okay, so that's why I feel, as you said, that you are not satisfied with teaching. So I was also not satisfied, or I came in this rented apartment to teach offline institute people. That is, I wanted to do, but I was pretty sure that I would do an online platform as well, because this is a small place where I am teaching. So I need to do something big. So I need to come on internet so that I can do something which I want to do. So that is how I would say I took challenges and constantly practice I did and connected with a lot of people, and now it is about to complete 2 years. So that is how it is going on.
Mhm.
Still, I would not say to you that okay, I'm doing great and earning a lot of money. No, it's not like that. It's very difficult to earn a lot of money, right? But you need to do it. Keep doing it. That is what I can say. I'm doing it in this way. YouTube is also not paying that much money that I can say I'm doing great. But yes, in terms of value from people, respect, and people know me, people respect me, people want to learn something from me, and this is how I think I am doing. But in terms of money, earning a lot of money, it is not possible to get easily on educational genre, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand. I can understand. Maybe like if you are doing some sort of, other stuff, you can be, but when it comes to the education part, so very few
Hmm.
viewers are there, those who are interested to watch, and otherwise, if it is for entertainment purpose, entertainment videos are
Hmm.
there, so people are like
Yeah.
with high views and like subscriptions.
Mm-hmm.
So I just
So
want to know,
you.
like, is your
Mhm.
like YouTube channel not monetized yet? Like, I guess it is not.
No, it's already monetized. It's 16,000 plus subscribers I have. So 1,000 subscriber when you have, you can get monetized, but you need to complete 4,000 post time hours also, right? So it's been like 1.5 years completed that I got monetized. Like it is about to complete 2 years. So within few months, I got monetized so fast, I would say. So my video went viral within month after uploading few videos, right? So that's why it helped me a lot to get monetized. So within few months. So I would say it's been 1.5 years completed that I am earning from YouTube, but it's not like that every month you can earn. It takes a lot of month also, 2-3 months to get $100. That is like that. And it depends on views. How much views you are getting, according to that you can get money. So views
Understood.
is everything on YouTube. So for entertainment videos, I think views are great for people so that they can earn easily a lot. But we are here to help and learn and teach and talk to improve. These are the things we are doing. But for the in terms of earning money, it is not that easy. Mm,
Understood. I can understand that.
yeah.
Mhm.
So I would like to know about you as well. Like what's happening? How's life treating you? How's everything going on? How are you spending days nowadays, these days, after a long time you have connected?
Yes, like apart from teaching, I mean, I was also working in one of the institute. No, I was not working. I mean, I was taking classes at my own house. Like there was a few, like there was some couple of students. Those were coming to my house, and I was giving them classes, English spoken classes. But
Mm-hmm.
then they recently they had examination, so still I'm not taking class. But yeah, earlier I was doing that. And sometime I just try to do conversation with people, not this way. I mean, there's one platform, Hello Talk. I don't know whether have you
Yes.
heard of it or not. So
Mm-hmm. I
there
heard.
I'm also there. Yeah, so I talk with people over there also with different part of the world, and that also helped me to know a lot. I mean, I
Mm.
can I understand that. I guess that is the best or natural way of having conversation with people
Mm.
who's having this natural language or their own language actually. And there's so many other people also, they don't have natural, I mean, their own language, but still like they are learning, and so we can understand their accent and everything. So I get that. And more than that, you also get to know about people's culture, their behavior, their
Mm.
how the are working. And I have also met a couple of
Mm-hmm.
people, and also like there's a girl, like there's a lady from Cambodia. She's a government teacher over there, and like
Mm-hmm.
she says a lot of things like how she's working and what's the lifestyle over there, their culture and everything. So it helps you to know about, like we read usually, we have been reading in the books and all, but when you start talking and you get to know through that, so I guess that's a altogether different experience. So
Yeah, you're
it
right. I think talking to people is amazing and quite unique activity and skills, I would say. In the world, we should communicate with people and not with one person, with a lot of people, not just for talking, but for understanding a lot of things, as you said. We understand so many things we learn practically, and that's why communication skills is important for everything, right? So that's why I believe that talking to somebody is not for just speaking but for the improvement in at so many aspects, I would say, right? And so many things we can understand and practical method which I told you that we do, right? So that's why communication skills is really important in in everyone's life, but many people don't do. They think that talking to somebody every single day, it is quite difficult for them. But at least if you can do audio call, that is also helpful. You can do audio call, you can talk to people, you can, speak up is very important. And in India, we just speak at home. We don't speak, particularly we don't learn for speaking skills and communication skills. We don't bother that much, but it is really important. We need to do, right?
Exactly. Yes, yes. Like, I mean, communicating with somebody at home and dealing with somebody at public space or public domain is pretty different. And
Hmm.
like sometimes you become nervous, so you have to
Hmm.
understand like should I show up in front of other, how you're carrying yourself when you're talking,
Hmm.
okay, with them. So these experiences are
Hmm.
all, and I guess I also feel that each and every day should be learning for us, and we should understand, okay, if I yesterday I was the way I was speaking, what's wrong was there, how can I improve myself. So I guess we need to be very conscious about ourselves, so we should make some
Hmm.
conscious effort. And
Yeah.
if we do that, we can
Yeah.
grow pretty early and can do wonders in our
Hmm.
life.
Yeah. We can do anything, I believe, if we learn communication skills. And when we start speaking with people, we start thinking a lot, and also we improve or we become intelligent, and we become active person, or also we feel alive that we are doing something. Many people focus on reading or watching movies or traveling or talking to people, right? I believe that these four things are really important: reading books and talking to people, communication skills, that I can say, and reading books and watching movies or traveling. So these are the really important things that we need to do. But if we are doing communication skills, we can enjoy everything. If we will do in future traveling, reading, or watching movies, we'll enjoy everything. Once we are habituated, once we become habitual to speak with people, we can enjoy everything. Because outside, when we travel, we talk to people, and when we read books, we learn English language, so we read easily, and we also get interested towards reading. Improvement things happen easily when we communicate with people, especially in English language, I would say.
Yes, indeed. Like you actually when you talk now, like you learn a lot, like you understand okay other perspective when you listen, and when others listen to
Hmm.
you, then you understand whether they are able to understand you or not, whether you are able to
Hmm.
express yourself properly or not. Because suppose right now I'm talking to you, and we can
Hmm.
understand okay whether you are getting me or not, or whether I'm getting you or not. So if not,
Hmm.
somebody is not getting, suppose if you're not getting to me what I'm telling, so then I need to understand why it is so. Like, is it like something wrong the way I'm speaking, or am I not clear about my point, my thought process? Because that is also very
Hmm.
important. Like for example, the way right now you are speaking, you seem to very
Hmm.
calm and composed. But on the
Hmm.
other hand, there are some like people I have seen that they are they are just
Hmm.
running. Sometimes they are running out of
Yeah.
word. Or sometimes they are like in a rush actually, that they are missing what all they want to say, or they're not clear
Hmm.
about their thought process actually. Sometimes they ask this and then all of a sudden they ask something else out of the context actually. So that is very important, that we need to be very calm, we need to be very composed when we are speaking, when we are talking to somebody.
Yeah,
So
and it happens actually with the practice and with the time. When we practice constantly, we understand easily. Initially, it's not possible, but it takes a lot of time. But people don't have patience, and they don't do constantly for a long time. That's why we face problem. But yes, we need to keep doing it. This is the way we can improve. And I would like to ask you, like nowadays, you are teaching, right? So, are you teaching? Where are you teaching? By the way, I want to know.
as I'm from Delhi, so I'm teaching in like in one of the private school, Nutan Vidya Mandir School, the Shah Garden. I don't
Okay.
know whether you're a player, because yeah, it's not your state, so maybe.
No problem. Yeah, yes, you are teaching at private school, right? So, what I would like to ask you that are you happy by teaching in private school, or you want to do something else, but by just for the surviving you are doing?
Uh, Definitely, I won't say that I'm not being paid good salary as well, but yes, But
Mm-hmm.
still I'm not interested with that because it's a private school. But still, when it comes to the teaching part, I love it. I love interacting with the
Mm-hmm.
students. And when I talk to them, I mean, I have also found like they also pay a lot of attention, but the way I'm teaching them, so they try to pay attention. They and what I have found, like, I'm also a bit different from other teachers. Like, I'm not just certain till academic part. I
Mm-hmm.
also try to discuss with
Mm-hmm.
day-to-day things that are happening around us, and I all try to motivate them, influence them, that what
Mm-hmm.
all they can do. I just want to make them global citizens, global person. Don't keep yourself limited till your school, to your surrounding. I just try to give them
Mm-hmm.
global perspective, that what all you
Mm-hmm.
can do. Do not just encircle yourself where you are living actually. Just try to think from
Mm-hmm.
what all you can do, what all the students of your age are doing across the world. So I just try to give them glimpses that they can visualize their own and they can grow in their life. So I guess that's
Mm,
what make
exactly.
me different. That's what make them, like that's what make me charismatic for them. Like, and they love to
Mm-hmm.
interact. They love to come to me. Like,
Yeah.
that's what, and I also love that. I also love that.
I think I can completely understand what you are saying here, what you want to say. I think, or I observe one thing, or I realized that once we get into the language, okay, or particular one language that is completely, English language, I would say, particularly English language we learn, we focus a lot, right? So once we start learning a language, English language, as a teacher, or for the teacher, I would say, when they start learning a language and communication skills, when they focus a lot, and even they're active on social media and doing it properly or by themselves, like you are doing for yourself and by yourself you're doing, right? It's not like that.
Yes,
A lot of people are doing, that's why you're doing. No, maybe in your locality you are doing alone. Right. Many people even don't know that we are doing here conversation and communication skills. This is how we are following live practically practice that we are doing. Many people don't have idea. So this is, I think, required or this is really needed for many teachers and every teacher, I would say. When they do this kind of things, they become passionate and they become in a different personality that they do a lot of things and you become fascinated, I would say, towards the students. You become a really attractive person that students get fascinated by you easily and they want to learn something and they think that this guy is really good to learn something. They get inspired by you, they get inspired by us when we do this kind of things. So actually, this kind of things is needed for teacher. Definitely, they should do every teacher because when we don't do everyday practice for teachers also, everyday practice, active practice, constant practice to talk to people, to have online sessions or making videos on YouTube or getting passionate towards something like English language and communication skills. That time we lack from a lot of things. We don't show our energy. We don't be active for certain things. We just teach. Our work is teaching, so somehow we teach, somehow we do. But once we do everything, this kind of thing, teach, learning English language, communication skills, improving ourselves, active for our improvement every day, constantly doing, we become passionate and we become unique personality, and we do a lot of things for people. Automatically, people like. So this is I realized. I think.
exactly. Yeah, that's yes. It happens actually. I mean, like,
Hmm.
definitely you should love your doing. You're doing. If you don't love that, so you won't able to survive for a longer time. And I
Yeah.
guess you should love what you are doing. As a teacher, it's become even very important because you
Yeah.
have, like, lot of students have their
Hmm.
life is on at stake actually. Like, it
Hmm.
depends on you. You are teaching the way
Yeah.
because you are the one who mold their behavior, their thought process,
Yes.
and what you
Yeah.
couldn't mold it in a proper way. So I
Yes.
mean that way you will actually, their life can be at danger. So it's very important that
Mm-hmm.
very thorough with your idea, your thought process, and accordingly you should do your things. And definitely, like, as
Yeah.
you know, life is like, I mean, life is not constant always. So it's always, changing. Like, the continuity is actually like, so you should also keep upgrading yourself with the stuff that's around,
Mm-hmm.
by reading, by enhancing your knowledge and
Mm.
everything to do that.
Exactly.
And you should love actually. And as there is one saying,
Mm-hmm.
when I was listening to you, I just got one I guess there's a thought also, like like
Mm-hmm.
mediocre teachers just tell, they tell,
Mm-hmm.
but the great teacher inspires the student. So I guess that inspiration that we should provide, we should inspire our student. That's very important
Mm-hmm.
because
Exactly.
otherwise,
Mm.
knowledge is like available. They can get from the book. They
Yeah.
can get this stuff also. But the way you mold
Mm.
them, the way you inspire them, that is very important. So
Yeah,
I mean, rather
exactly.
than so we should teach them, that they can do things their own,
Mm.
rather than doing each and every day or doing spoon feeding. That is not what required. We need to make them
Mm-hmm.
understand that they can try their own. They can have their spoon in their hand and they can have it.
Yeah, yeah, true. I would say one thing I also remember, like in my childhood, when I was studying, okay, in a government school, a small school I studied here in rural area. We study in a government school. Most of the students in my locality, I would say. So I also studied there, and I was thinking that some teachers we like a lot when we see their personality is so great, and they upgrade themselves, and they are so passionate, they love doing it, so we get inspired and we really like that teacher or those teachers, right? But when we see that that teacher has a lot of things or knowledge of good things in themselves, or they're good as a human being, but not doing extra effort or nothing like that, similar usual traditional teaching way, if they are doing so, we get bored and we don't like that much. So I was, and we start comparing teachers, like this teacher I like, that teacher I don't like. This kind of things happen with the students. It's fact. We can say that, right? So we should not be a knowledgeable person only, but also we need to be like multiple tasker, and also we need to do something good also, upgrading ourselves, doing actively, and behaving also cool is also important. It's not boring person, behaving boring
Understand.
personality like that. We need to be cool person also, so that students get comfortable from you. They can feel comfortable. Actually, what I'm saying here, feeling comfortable. I am not feeling comfortable with you, so how will I get inspired by you? I cannot feel inspired by you, right? But when we feel comfortable, when we like that teacher vibe, and when we feel that this teacher is something which is amazing, I would say, for me to improve myself, who is amazing to give me so many things. This kind of things should be there. But in schools, it is rarely possible to be happened, I would say. It is
I
very difficult to get those
I
kind of
can
teachers.
Exactly, I can understand, and still, like, I mean, when I also look back to my school days, I still recall like there have been, I mean, few teachers that they, their aura is still in my mind. The way they were, the dressing sense, the way they used to come up, and the way they used to speak and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So literally, like, they left impression on us for the whole life,
Mm-hmm.
and it happened. And here also, when I'm working, I see like a lot of students, like, and yes, they
Mm-hmm.
judge you. If you are not making them comfortable, they
Mm-hmm.
start, stop liking you, or they start neglecting, they start, talking
Mm-hmm.
something about you. So it's very important, like, just try to understand them, and
Mm-hmm.
they should let yourself also to understand, like, let them to also understand you. So that's very
Mm-hmm.
important, because
Yeah.
I know, like, when I started where I'm working, it's just about to be 1 year recently, like on 17 April,
Mm-hmm.
it will be 1 year will be completed where I'm working now. So when
Mm-hmm.
initially I joined, so because there was a teacher who was already teaching in that class, but he was given different classes, and then I was given that class. So they were asking, "Sir, will you teach us? When will she come?" And sir, when will she come? So there was these sort of questions. But now they are they love me. They say me, like, literally. There are some classes and some students are there. They say that, "Sir, you are incredible. Sir,
Yes.
you are a good teacher."
Yeah.
So these thought, these, like, thing gives you goosebumps. These things give you confidence also. So I mean, I literally feel
Exactly. Exactly. I can feel the vibe, I would say, and this is really needed. Okay, I would say for the government schools or for private schools, be it anything, any schools, but it is really needed in teachers' personality. Okay, and also one thing that I wanted to share with you recently, or like This is like I also teach students at an institute, right? So seeing teachers, students adopt many things and they learn many things from teachers. We see teachers and we also want, we see that okay, one day I will become like this, or this teacher is so great for me, so one day I also want to become like him or her, or like that teacher. So that is why we think in this way. And for with me it happened already. What happened, like I began my YouTube channel teaching offline at institute, and many students in this rural area saw me on social media and I'm doing this kind of things. So they got inspired, and even they just don't only learn English language, but they make videos also on social media. Three, four, five students got inspired. They started their journey on the online platform, even teaching English language or learning English, making videos in front of camera. And one student got viral also in my locality. So I felt that yes, what I do, people get inspired. So teachers should be like this.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's what
Hmm.
actually. I mean, these things actually they don't give you any sort of monetary benefit or any sort of award, but inside that glimpse or what you call inside that bliss, that you get. So that's actually can be replaced by any other thing, and this is what you do to be constantly obeying your service.
Uh, yes, that time you were talking. Yes, I think. Could you repeat what did you say? The last line. I couldn't hear actually.